Looking for the best basil pesto recipe you've ever made? Follow my easy tips and you are on your way to basil pesto perfection. I'm Kelly with thesuburbansoapbox.com, and today we are making the easiest Italian pasta sauce ever. This fresh and easy basil pesto is made with just a few simple ingredients, and it's great to make in the summertime because usually you'll have a bumper crop of basil just busting at the seams throughout your garden. I can't grow anything else in the summer. I've tried tomatoes and I've tried carrots and I've tried lettuce, and the only thing I can seem to grow is basil. So basil pesto it is. To make your basil pesto, you just need a few simple ingredients. What I like to use is some toasted pine nuts, a really good olive oil, Parmesan cheese, lemon, garlic, salt, and of course, basil. So to make your basil pesto, you're going to need lots and lots of fresh basil. And I like to remove it from the stems so that you don't get that bitterness from the stems. And it will take a little bit to strip it off the stems, but it's well worth the wait. One of the things I really like to use pesto for, other than pasta of course, is to throw it into a salad dressing. If you whisk it up into a basil vinaigrette, it's really easy to get a homemade salad dressing on the table in about a minute. So you're going to need about 4 cups of fresh basil leaves. And we can just strip them off just like that. So to make this the best pesto sauce ever, I do have a little secret. So I add my ingredients to the food processor in layers. And what I mean by that is I only put about 3 cups of the basil leaves in here, and then I add a half a cup of the Parmesan cheese and half of the toasted pine nuts. And you don't have to toast the pine nuts. I like to toast the pine nuts because it makes them a little butterier. It makes them a little more buttery. Just be careful when you do toast the pine nuts. You can do it over medium heat in a skillet on your stovetop, and it only takes a couple minutes, and you don't take your eyes off of them for a second because they can go from completely pale to burned in a second. Once you start to smell the pine nuts toasting, take them off the heat. They are done. And then I like to add, for freshness, a little bit of lemon zest. And I like to do it fresh. No need to buy it in a jar. That's enough. And we're going to add our garlic cloves. And my recipe calls for 2, but I'm adding 3 because they're a little on the small side. We're going to add some salt. And then we're going to put the lid on the food processor. And then you're going to pulse the ingredients in your food processor until it forms a paste. Once your ingredients have formed kind of a rough paste, we are then going to turn the food processor on low and process for a couple minutes while we run in the olive oil. And I like to use this little spout in my food processor. There should be one on your blender if you're doing it on the blender too, where you can just kind of stream in slowly your olive oil. Otherwise, just do it in a very slow, controlled manner. As slow and controlled as you can manage. I can't do slow and controlled, so I have this little gadget here. So we will turn the food processor on low. I have a brand new bottle. Turn it on low and stream in the olive oil. Low. 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 Okay, and then we're going to turn it off. Once your olive oil has been streamed in completely, we're going to stop it for a second, remove the lid, and scrape down the sides of your bowl. Kind of give it a quick stir. And now we're going to add the remaining ingredients. So the rest of your cheese, and the rest of the pine nuts, and if you have any remaining garlic cloves that you want to add at this point, this is a good time to do it. And sometimes I like to add crushed red pepper. It just makes it a little spicy. This time I'm leaving it out. And then any leftover basil that you have. And then put the lid back on. We're going to pulse the ingredients together until they're finely chopped. Once your pesto is finished, you can remove the lid, and we're just going to transfer it to a bowl. Now it's pasta time. As you can see, all the big chunks of pine nuts and cheese and basil, and it's not overloaded with olive oil. It really is just one big bite of summer. Now, doesn't that look like a bowl full of heaven? So garlicky and cheesy and fresh. Easy and fast. This is definitely one of the best dinners that you can get on the table in minutes, and all from scratch. For the full recipe and even more basil pesto tips, visit thesuburbansoapbox.com. And if you like this video, please be sure to share it.